EA Sports is proud to present PGA Tour coverage. Today we're here at Wolf Creek Golf Club in Mesquite, Nevada. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo for EA Sports, set to bring you all the action out on the course. And Frank, what can you tell us about Wolf Creek?
Well, it's a mesmerizing layout. You can see from above, Rich, in amongst all these sort of canyon areas and boulders and that. I've never really seen a golf course like this. It's like Disneyland for the golfers. It's phenomenal, and each hole has a totally different look. It's hard to imagine you can build a golf course in an area like this.
Now down to the first tee to kick off the round. Par 5 to begin. Frank, what's it all about?
11 bunkers, Rich, really to be avoided between tee and green. Elevated tee, so you can certainly reduce some of that yardage, 579, plus that thinner air. So it should be reachable for most of the long hitters. There's some trouble left, obviously, in that desert area and the water on the right. But two good shots, you never know. You might even get off to an eagle start.
He just blasted that one down the fairway. Out there about 325 yards. Well, it looks as though they're going to need to use all their strength to sort of hack it out of that rough, missing it off the tee here. Pretty good result right there, considering...
It looked rough all the way,
Exactly.
Rich. It really did. Second shot.
Frank, that ball's sitting up like it's on plush carpeting.
Rich, if you and I had lies like that every time, we'd still be playing this game for a living.
And from the fairway for his second shot here. Right in the heart of the fairway, green light special.
This looks like it's heading for the bunker.
Well, a bit unfortunate in the bunker, Frank.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what his bunker plays like.
Frank, what does the shot into this first green look like?
Well, it's back a little bit up the hill. Bunkers left and right, really the biggest concern. But a well-flighted shot to this three-level green will be well rewarded.
Really good distance control there, playing well to his strengths. All right, so greenside bunker. What's he looking to do with this shot, Frank?
Well, really you have to look at the amount of green you got to play with. You don't have to try and fly the ball right by the flag. Allow it to run. Plus, if you can get it to run like a putt, you never know, it might just go in.
Playing his third here at the par 5. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read.
Do that.
Fowler attempting this for par. And so just getting started, even par so far. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Now Dufner ready to roll the rock. Good effort and a good par putt. Frank, there's so many impressive holes here at Wolf Creek, but the second really stands out.
Yeah, that tee box, is it 9 stories high? It's hard to imagine you can tee up that high, and obviously trying to judge distance is one thing, but also just the visual that you get.
Well, this one is offline just a bit. Look out. And that one is going to end up in the rough. Frank, better than we thought it was going to be.
Yeah, that looked like it was headed for that thick stuff the whole way, but a little fortunate. But then I guess you're allowed that in this game.
Jason Dufner getting set for his second shot. Well, this one should be safely on deck here. So on the putting surface, and taking a good look now at this birdie putt here at the second. So going well up the hill to that green, will need to take an extra club here. Frank, what do you think about this approach here at the second hole?
Once again, we're going to go a little bit back up the hill. Really, there's only that one bunker on the right. That shouldn't be in play. Green goes uphill and a little bit to the left. So you really got to try and make sure you work on the right distance there. Get that ball on the right tier where the flag is located.
You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. Good stroke, just came up empty. This would be a nice birdie for Ian Poulter.
Oh, how did that miss?
Are you kidding me? I mean, that one was dead center. Shouldn't be a problem here. One under early in the round. Par bid here. Good stroke right there. That's a par and stays at 1 under. So they'll tap in. Solid par for Dufner. Now on to the first of the short holes here at Wolf Creek. Uphill shot, Frank?
Yes, it's going to play a little longer because of that. Then it's 227 yards off the back tee. Hard to imagine you have a par 3 in amongst this desert. And really, that's all it is. Tee and green. There's not much in between. Well protected, as you can see, by those bunkers. And this green a little smaller than what you'd like for a hole that's around that 230-yard mark. This is not heading in the right direction.
No, it looks like it's going to be in the rough. Into the tall cabbage. That ball is swallowed up. Frank, this one is veering far to the left. That's a bit offline in the rough. And setting up here in the rough. What an outstanding shot that was.
Got the right result too. It's just a tapping.
Second shot coming out of the rough here. Always take that. Good par putt right there. And getting ready for the putt. Jason Dufner for bogey. To 1 over par early on in this round. Just a tap in to finish the hole. Did the job right there. 383-yard fourth hole. Certainly not long, Frank, but there's plenty of trouble out there.
Yeah, this is very much a positional hole. This is not sort of tee it up with a driver and just rip it down there. Just find the fairway. You're going to have virtually just a short wedge, 9-iron really at the most into this green. And really, this is a good chance for a birdie. So 2 good shots, and you shouldn't be too far away. Great Bobby Jones used to say the hardest shot in golf's the next one. Judging by that light, it's not going to be too hard.
Frank, this actually isn't the most difficult shot, is it, for a high-level player?
You got a clean lie, it's firm underneath. The biggest thing, though, really, you don't want to hit the path first. Clean strike, though. This is almost like hitting off the fairway.
Well, that's how you play the game right there. Knock it on the green and give yourself a good look at birdie.
Second shot. Should be safely on deck.
Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. The pride of Auburn, Alabama, Jason Dufner with a birdie. One of the game's most electric performers, Ricky Fowler, now over this birdie putt.
Great sense of speed in that. You know you can make those, but that one right in the middle. She's an awkward length.
Trying to move on with a par in his pocket. One under on the day. We're in the desert, partner. I need water.
You're going to get it here, Rich. Par 5 second hole's got a nice stream that runs down the left side, as well as cutting the fairway. There's a crop of some 3 bunkers down that right side. I want to avoid that, but Rich, this hole isn't too long. Under 500 yards, not even going to play that long, so very reachable.
Frank, this one's not looking good.
Yeah, certainly not down the fairway line, heading toward the rough. Rich, there's rough and rough. That ball is needle-nosed down.
Can't even see it from here.
Long and straight.
That's how you do it. Frank, how about 16 of the 18 holes here at Wolf Creek feature elevated tees?
And that gives you those constant vistas. You've got to take a camera actually when you go and play Wolf Creek, because if you stand on some of these tees, you don't just see the one hole in front of you. You look around and you go, this is amazing how you can put a golf course in this area. Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like.
Oh, that's off the beaten track. You've got 5 minutes to find it.
Nice position, short grass, second shot.
Remember, out of the rough. Expect the ball to jump forward a little bit. There's a bunker over there.
I think he's headed for it. Not his best shot, and now he'll have to deal with a bunker.
Yeah, they say the hardest shot in golf, the next one.
Second shot from the rough. It's on the way. Look out left.
And there's rough over there.
Third shot coming up now from the bunker.
That was not an easy bunker shot. He made it look so easy.
Really good composure. That bunker was not going to mess up his plans here. Well, he's going to have to hit the same club a lot harder or just hit another one. In the green side bunker, Frank, little bit of a problem. Locked in on the read and the speed. Just like that, now at 2 under. Dufner trying to call a birdie. Charles Barkley is Auburn's most famous basketball player. This guy is Auburn's most famous golfer, that's for sure. Jason Dufner. Nice work for birdie. -3 now for the round. Frank, here at the 6th, where are you looking to land the ball off the tee?
Got to be careful here for the longer hitters, Rich. Driver actually might be too much. That stream that we just saw at the par 5 fifth hole, it also comes across here. So something that lands short of that, which is in the vicinity of 280, 290 yards. That's the key. From there, well, you're not going to have too much more in, sort of 140, 150 yards in. It is a dogleg right, but find that fairway there. Second shot played just a fraction uphill. And this green, it's got more humps and hollows in it. It's to be expected, though. This course is absolutely crazy.
Frank couldn't ask for anything more.
Just the lie there, too. It is sitting up like it's teed up.
Good news is, was able to retrieve the golf ball.
Yeah, on dry land, and can he carry it this time, though?
Third shot now, after the last one found the deep blue.
Yeah, you can still minimize the damage here. It's only one bad shot that you got punished for.
Oh, look out. This could be wet, Frank.
It's heading towards the hazard.
And the tee shot ends up in the bunker. "120 yards left for this, the third shot. He's hit the green, but his work is by no means finished. A difficult putt coming up from about 25 feet. Did the smart thing there, Frank. Took his medicine, back out onto the fairway. Frank, what does the player need to consider on this approach shot here at the 6th?
There's only really one bunker that's a problem. That's the one on the left side. It shouldn't really come into play if you're playing nicely. It's a little narrow in the front, and this green starts to widen up. Once again, distance control and adjusting for the altitude.
This one just requires a little bit of focus. Wow, that was so close, Frank.
Just time to forget that one. I mean, he couldn't hit that much better.
This is a par attempt for Ian Poulter. Just has the feel today. He'd love to get this one. Big putt for birdie. Putting a good round together now at 4 under. Makeable putt right here, currently sitting at 1 under for the round. So with that, the score is now at even par. Well, everybody loves the short par 4, and here we have one, Frank, just 302 yards, the 7th hole.
And this hole is anything other than straightforward, Rich. Huge drop off at the front of the screen that is surrounded by water. So it's going to be a layup off the tee, really, to try and get the right yardage. This green is very, it's not very deep, but it's extremely wide. The hardest thing is to try and get a flat lie with whatever club you decide to hit off the tee and get the right yardage. Otherwise, that green actually might be a little elusive, even though this is a very short hole. Now, this is not heading in the right direction.
Well, it looks like it's going to be in the rough. Long drive, but a bad lie.
Wicked.
Frank, this one is veering far to the left. Extra stroke at it after going into the water. Now on to his third shot after the last one went into the water. Oh, it looked like he caught a flyer right there, Frank.
Well, I don't know what he caught, but this is way too much.
So the second of the par 4 goes begging, and now I'll have to rely on the short game.
Yeah, but a short game, as we all know, can redeem a lot of mistakes. Let's see if he does it here.
Frank, not close, but from that lie, not bad.
Oh, that's excellent. Seriously, given the conditions, Rich.
Shot now from the rough. Frank, what's he facing?
Well, the lie first and foremost. If it's sitting down, then obviously you're not going to get a very good contact. Nothing wrong with coming up a little bit short of the green. Problem is turning one mistake into another.
So getting set for a greenside bunker shot. Frank, when I think of the great bunker players in the history of the sport, I think about Gary Player, Seve Ballesteros, who you knew so well. What did they do that made them so effective on these greenside bunker shots?
They had an attitude for a start that was different. For them, it was, they saw possibilities. And they would imagine the amount of sand. Remember, because this is the only shot in golf where you don't have to hit the ball first. So they would really choose the amount of sand behind the ball, whether that was an inch or two. Aim the club at that and made sure they followed through.
Dufner has it for the par. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. For par. That's a nice confidence builder right there. You make those for par, and you keep things steady. So just a formality here. Three under on the day. Frank, the 8th here at Wolf Creek in Mesquite, Nevada is really the signature par 3, isn't it?
I'd go so far, Rich, to say this is a great par 3. Doesn't matter where it was played, the stream that sort of comes all the way down there and surrounds the left side of this green makes this hole really daunting. Logic would say if you're going to miss this green, obviously you'd miss it to the right, but it's just a beautiful hole. And then you put the fact that the canyon frames the whole hole itself. It's beautiful.
Stuffed it in there really close, and now just a tap in. This one doesn't look good.
There's water over there.
Frank, I hate to go negative, but let's clear a few things up. The penalties when you hit it in the water versus hitting it out of bounds.
Yeah, some people, that's a good question, Rich, because some people think they're almost the same, but when you hit it out of bounds, you're actually losing a stroke and a distance. For example, if I'm teeing off on a par 4 and I hit it out of bounds, I'm penalised a stroke for hitting it out of bounds, and I'm hitting my third shot off the tee. When I hit it into a water hazard, I don't have to lose all of that distance. I can drop the ball up just short of the water hazard. So the distance penalty isn't the same as if it was out of bounds.
So hit the previous shot in the water, took a drop, this now the third shot. Second shot coming out of the rough here. This for Dufner to surrender only a shot. You couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it. Wow, what a putt. That is huge. Ian Poulter getting ready to putt. Just a couple of feet. Ouch, that hurts. Double bogey. This would give him the par. Nice par to remain at 2 under. Set to round out the front side here at Wolf Creek with a par 4.
Fun hole for the big hitter, too. They can really take advantage of this. The last fairway bunker down there on the right side is just over 300 yards to get over it. And longer hitters could nearly drive it in the green side bunker on the right. So just tee it up there. You're playing desert golf for a reason. Enjoy it. Just have a little flick in here. And chance, too, to have a little birdie.
Never a pleasant moment, the drop after you've gone into the water, but here we are. So this will be the third shot after taking the drop with the ball going in the water. Paying attention like a little kid at school, Frank. That baby's sitting up.
Sitting up. It's got the best view as well. You don't even need binoculars from where that ball is.
But this could be really good, Frank.
Oh, straight at it.
He'll need to be strong with this. This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I would say.
Frank, it's not about getting the ball close to the hole from that spot.
Well, he had no chance to get it close. I thought he had very, very, very little chance of getting it on the green. So given that, that was a very good shot.
Locked in on the read and the speed. Well, you can see the golfer is just boiling right now after that miss and a drop shot here at the 9th. Shouldn't be a problem here. Makes it and moves to 1 over. Ricky Fowler, one of the game's most aggressive putters for birdie. Four under on the day. This to avoid a huge number. This is for bogey. That takes him to 1 under on the day. Well, that was a nearly flawless performance on the front side, but Frank, we know it's an 18-hole game, isn't it?
That's right. Now's not the time to pat yourself on the back.
Frank, this one's offline.
There's rough and thick stuff over there.
You have to think he'll be happy with that, given that it looked like it was headed right for the rough.
Yeah, it looked like that was the only place it was going to finish, but, well, it's a little bit unexplainable. Let's see what he does from here now. Lucky break. Oh, this is heading in the wrong direction.
Uh-oh. Into the tall cabbage. That ball is swallowed up. Oh, no, this one needs a break. This one looks like it's headed out of bounds. Frank, we've seen guys like Phil Mickelson hit it off the cart path. How tough is this shot?
Well, for a high-level professional, actually, it just looks harder than what it is. They'd rather here than the rough any day.
That is tasty looking right there, Frank. Just a perfect spot in the fairway.
That is prime real estate. How do you get a lie like that? Seriously, you could hit any club from there.
Frank did the prudent thing there, didn't he?
Yeah, in the end, really, you could have turned that into a disaster. Instead, actually a good chance, really, to perhaps get away with par.
Getting set for another approach, our featured golfer really looks dialed in at this point.
Yeah, right now, this is a great feeling to have as a golfer. Your swing's good, the timing, it's almost like it's just completely natural. You don't have to think. The swing is exactly where you want it to be. So really, you're just looking at the flag in front of you.
Well, he'll have to get up and down from the bunker to save his par. Third shot now for Jason Dufner. He'll take that one all day long. Very solid, about 15 feet away. Now his third, staring right at the green. Frank, there's nothing like catching a bunker shot just perfectly. Splashes out, lands softly, and just runs up to that hole.
Yeah, it's like 3D. There's the component in the strike where it's going to land, and then the third part of it is how much will it roll.
And getting ready for the putt. Almost. Wow. Starting the back nine on a sour note here with a drop shot. Bogey at the 10th. This is a par try for Poulter. Makes it right in the center.
Really? This is an awkward length.
So a tester from 4 feet. In for bogey, now sitting at 2 over for the round. Hoping to drop only one shot, this for bogey. -3 now for the round. Frank, another really rugged hole. This is the par 3 11th here at Wolf Creek.
Rich, remember that book, Dead Solid Perfect? This is what this hole's all about, because you must hit that tee shot solid. You've got to carry all the trouble in front of you. And remind yourself, too, there's enough green grass down there. Not necessarily green, but green grass around there. A good shot safely on the putting surface here, and this green's not too severe. But this is a fun par 3 just to look at, or even at least experience.
Early part of this second nine, and a good approach shot. Now, pretty good chance for birdie.
Now, this is not heading in the right direction.
No, it looks like it's going to be in the rough. Into the thick stuff. That's a difficult lie. Ball sitting down here in the rough. He's digging in. Second shot coming out of the rough here. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus.
Oh, that was nasty.
That's an outrage right there. I mean, if there's a high commission of golfdom, we need to consult them right now, because it's just simply not fair, Frank. It's not.
I think the people above are frowning on the people below.
Nothing wrong with that par putt. Ian to exit with a par. One under for the round. Just a little tap in here. Did the job right there. From a par 3 to a par 5 here at the 12th. It measures 560 yards, a sweeping dogleg left, and there is some trouble down that left side.
This is a scary tee shot. There's no two ways about it, Rich. You've got to get the ball in play, because you can really rack up a good score here. That water very much in play. Doesn't matter what club you decide to hit off the tee. 560 yards actually is reachable, believe it or not. But you've got to get it on the fairway. You don't really have to be too brave and try and take too much over there. The other thing, too, to consider about is this green is nearly half the length of an NFL football field. It is 55 yards from the front of this green to the back of the green.
Pretty good drive here.
Another straight one.
And now the second shot here at this par 5. Well, that ball nestled down just a bit in that heavy rough.
Second shot. There's a bunker over there.
I think he's headed for it. He in the bunker, still with a chance for an up and down. Second, from an excellent lie. That's a bit offline in the rough. Routine stuff here, Frank, from the bunker?
You just got to be careful of that lip in front of him with his third shot coming up.
Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on there. Easy birdie.
This requires a lot of speed through the ball. Locked in on the read and the speed. So close. Good try, just didn't quite read the break, Frank.
It shouldn't be a problem, you'd think, cleaning up here for par.
Fowler is capable of going on torrid runs. This would be a birdie for Fowler. Are you kidding me? He just missed that. I cannot believe that. That was such a short putt. Just like that, now at 2 under. Three under on the day. Sitting right now at 2 over par for the round. Rolls in the par putt, stays at +2. 13th hole, and Frank, Wolf Creek is really kind of a macho golf course because you can stand on a tee like this and say, you know what? I'm going to take this one over the mountains.
And then, if you do, then you flip the coin. Is it in play or is it out of play? This is one hole. You just you realize you're in the middle of the desert, that's for sure. And one hole that you think, well, if I play this hole a couple of times, I might just get the hang of it.
And the tee shot ends up in the bunker. Frank, way offline all day long.
Yeah, this is a head scratcher, really. I've seen him play before. Normally much better than this. This is abnormal, that's for sure.
A bit unfortunate in the bunker, Frank.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what his bunker plays like.
Second shot coming out of the rough here. Playing this par 4, still not on the green after that second shot.
But still not done. A good third shot, maybe get away here with par.
Well, bunker play is really about technique and feel. The two greatest ever are probably Gary Player and Seve Ballesteros. Seve actually was so good, he was so skilled, that he could open up a 3-iron, that's right, a 3-iron, on a short bunker shot from a green side bunker and splash it to a couple of feet as if he had just used a 60-degree sandwich. Amazing. Well, in the sand, but it has been raked nicely, looking for something positive. Into the tall cabbage, that ball is swallowed up. Set to go. Not an easy shot by any means. Oh, get down. Look out.
It's over. The green.
Frank landed it on the green.
It was never going to stop.
No, no chance. Wow, Frank, he did well just to get it on the green from that lie.
I didn't think that was doable.
This will be the fourth shot now coming out of the bunker. Getting set now over the putt. Well, that was a good-looking putt, just not falling right now.
Sadly, he's going to be disappointed.
Well, you couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it. Lays the face open. He'll try to pop this one out. Here's a par putt now for Jason Dufner. That is a painful miss right there. And a bogey. Drop shot here at the 13th. And this will be a 5-foot putt here. Keeps the momentum going with that putt. Stays at 3 under. So, with that, 3 over par now for the round. Couple shots over par. Now to the 14th hole, and Frank, this is probably the best par 4 here at Wolf Creek.
Well, it's certainly the hole that they take the most photographs on, Rich, and you can see why. Great vantage point of the whole golf course. The hole's just sort of littered with bunkers down the left side, so you know where not to go once again. Go to the right side of that. Hole just keeps sort of hooking around that left side. It plays under 450 yards. It's fun. Just sort of draw it a little off the tee, draw it a little into the green, and you'll be fine.
Now it's right in his wheelhouse, good position where he can attack the pin.
Yeah, he has all those options now. That ball's sitting up, you can bring it in high, you can bring it in low. The choice is yours. What a great shot.
So that ball nestles down in the rough. Just got to weigh a little bit on that tee ball. See if they can let loose with a good one here from 160 yards. Second shot. Midway through this back nine, could use this birdie here at the 14th. Second shot now for Ricky Fowler. Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. Boy, this could be a tough one right here, Frank.
It's a very long putt, Rich. Obviously, it's difficult, but he still has a shot to sink this one for birdie.
Oh, he's going to love it.
How far was that? That was miles away.
Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. So with that putt, 2 over par now. Ricky can pick up a shot right here. That puts them at 4 under for the round. Here at the 15th hole here at Wolf Creek, bit of a breather here. Nice short par 3. You don't want to miss this green.
No, that's the temptation there. If you try and bite off a little too much because it looks a little too easy, then a bogey here and you're in a bad mood all of a sudden at Wolf Creek.
He's making the game look very simple right now. See it, hit it, and he's got it right on track. We'll call this 140 yards to the flagstick.
No snack though.
Oh, I thought he had that. Well, that would have been a bonus had it gone in, but still, reasonable chance for par here.
Yeah, there's no damage. You're not going to birdie every hole.
Right about 9 feet here to the hole. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. A makeable putt right here. He is currently sitting at 1 under par. And that one drops for a birdie. Needs birdies at some point, but will take the par to stay at 2 over. Now to the 16th hole as we get set for the finishing stretch. And Frank, what's the best way to play this relatively short par 4?
Somehow you've got to straighten the hole up in your mind's eye, Rich. Just look all the way across that canyon and look like the hole was built straight, because really that's the way it should be played. If you start looking left and turning it into a dog leg, then all of a sudden bad things can happen. So look straight at the green. That's your line. Just try and bisect those 2 fairway bunkers.
He has given this one the full treatment. Perfect release through the ball. And this shot is on the fairway, over 300 yards. Offline, and I think that one's headed for the rough.
Off the flight path again.
Frank, he is one of the longest hitters in the game, but at some point, you have to hit a fairway.
Yeah, he's certainly not the straightest. I think that was the bit you're going to put in the middle.
Getting set from 145 yards away. Headed for the bunker? In the bunker, still with a chance for an up and down. So the second of the par 4 goes begging, and now I'll have to rely on the short game.
Yeah, but a short game, as we all know, can redeem a lot of mistakes. Let's see if he does it here.
Well, this one should be safely on deck here. See if he can get this one to drop here at the 16th for a birdie. Ian Poulter going for the green on his second shot. Great knees, great hands in this shot.
Yeah, touch. You have to have that feel. You have something between the ball and the club face, so it's a different feel, but you also have to have imagination.
Settles in over the putt.
Oh, another one goes in.
Ian Poulter with this birdie attempt. Just 5 feet left. Rolls in the par putt, stays at +2. Trying to stay steady, make a par. A good effort and a good par putt. Frank, this is really a cool closing stretch here at Wolf Creek. Short par 3 15th, the short 4 at the 16th, and now the par 5 17th. You can make up some ground in a hurry as you come down the finishing stretch.
You certainly can. A good drive short of the little stream creek that runs across there, and this is doable as a two-shotter. You find the bunkers or trouble off the tee, then obviously you're forced to lay up, leaving that third shot across the water. But really a fun hole if you want to try and take that second shot on.
I mean, he just blasted it down the fairway, well over 325 yards.
This is definitely not going down the fairway.
It doesn't look good. I think it's going to be in the deep rough. Frankie's managed to hit it in the rough yet again.
Yeah, this is hard to imagine. You know, the fairways aren't that narrow today. long and straight.
That's how you do it. Frank, you've played in conditions all over the world. Here come the winds now. What's the mindset?
Well, this is really what separates the men from the boys. This is where you've got to tell yourself, and it's an advantage to you. Obviously, the scores will go up a little bit, given the conditions. But once again, this is going to suit the stronger player today.
You like the old phrase, swing easy when it's breezy?
Definitely when you're hitting it into a head breeze. But down breeze, tee it up a little bit, try and ride that wind some more.
Frank, not close, but from that lie, not bad.
Oh, that's excellent. Seriously, given the conditions, Rich.
Frank, I think that's going in the bunker.
Looks like it.
Just a bit offline and into the bunker. Playing his second shot here at the par 5. Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid. Great professionals, Frank, they don't fear the greenside bunker shot, do they?
No, because you can be as aggressive or as conservative as you want. You actually have far more options. And you don't have to hit the ball first.
Jason Dufner has this one for eagle. Beautiful touch, nice putt. See if he can give his round a real big boost. This putt is for eagle. And you have to like that. Or under. Locked in on the read and the speed. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. 18th hole, and Frank, again, a good scoring opportunity. Short par 4.
Yeah, if you looked at the scorecard, you'd think you could drive this green, but one quick look at the trouble in front and to the right of the screen, and you realize that's probably not the prudent play. Really, something 230, 240 yards off the tee in that vicinity is going to leave you just a flick wedge into this green. It is a rather narrow green, but from that distance, you expect to hit it close.
Good news is, was able to retrieve the golf ball.
Yeah, on dry land, and can he carry it this time, though?
Third shot now, after the last one found the deep blue.
Yeah, you can still minimize the damage here. It's only one bad shot that you got punished for.
Well, look out. This could be wet, Frank.
It's heading towards the hazard.
Might need some wings just to clear this hazard.
That water is looking rather intimidating.
So hit the previous shot in the water, took a drop. This now the third shot.
This has to go in the hazard.
He needs to get up or it's going. That ball is lost in the water. Now on to his third shot after the last one went into the water. Can't hide the flagstick from that man. Ricky Fowler, a Gen X superstar, ready with his approach shot.
Should be safely on deck.
Shouldn't be a problem here. And he makes it for par.
Even par, currently.
Drops it, and he's at even par. This is the strength of his game, putting. Ian Poulter set to go. No problems there.
Yeah, keeps the round going, keeps the momentum on his side.
Frank, just some great golf here today.
Yeah, that's a round to remember. Not often you play that well and you feel like you were head and shoulders above the rest of the field.
What a thrill to watch. And for Frank Nobilo and our entire team, I'm Rich Lerner saying so long.